Hello? Hello? You right? Well done.
Mr. B!
Hey!
How are you?
Very well. Hands on as ever, I see.
Yeah. You well?
Splendid.
Good to see you.
And you.
Right, what do you want to do?
Have you got a boat?
Boat. Oh yeah, red. Little one.
Excellent. Let's look at that.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Smudge, you're not allowed in it again. You come out here because you saw someone new come up, haven't you?
Oh.
Me? Right, let me show you. The shed's got a bit fuller.
Uh-huh.
But we'll do a little walk around because I think we've got a lot to show you from the last video. We've done quite a bit.
Brilliant.
And it's now definitely on the home run for
Fantastic.
finishing.
Wow.
Lots of creepy finishing jobs.
Uh-huh.
So come and have a look. I'll take you through it. Right, where did we get to on the last visit? I think we were sort of nearly finished on this area,
yes,
which we are. The only thing left to go on is the drive on the port side.
Okay.
But new trim tabs are all on, underwater lights, and basically back there is good to go apart from this last bit of paintwork which we've been saving for a bit of motivation.
Oh, these are the underwater lights just here?
Yeah, that's it.
Excellent. What colour are they?
They're blue.
Very nice. Okay. Oh, engines.
Yeah, so now we're fully functional on both engines. So apart from starting them up, everything is finished.
Wow.
Just got to put some covers on. Most of the engine room is nigh on complete. There's a few little jobs, for instance, some fuel line connections there. We need a fire extinguisher system, which we haven't quite sorted yet, but that needs to go in. And then some covers on batteries and things, and we're pretty much done in there, but we're happy with most of that is functional. So that's nearly gets a tick, that little zone.
Fantastic.
We've just been firing stuff up, which is the other big task.
Yeah.
Is from, you lay everything in and connect it all, and the final bit is to commission it. So we've got areas that are sort of open because we're commissioning little bits and pieces, but most of it, touch wood, all worked first time and we're all looking good. So,
brilliant.
yes, exciting. So yeah, as I say, most of the engine room done. You can see the blowers are all in, exhausts are all connected, the heating system on that port engine's all done, which is nice. And then cockpit wise, you can see we've got upholstery, which is in but not fully in. We've just had it mocked up so that we could see what it was like. We've got seating here ready to go in. The T-top's all on, it just needs its last bit of paint.
Do you know what, right under that, didn't even notice it.
Yeah, so where we've got the roller for here, and then we've just got to do the edges. When we paint the rest of it, we'll do all the black edges on it just to finish it off.
Even the radar's on.
Radar's on, yeah, aerials are all on, the solar panel's on. We'll have a walk up the front in a minute so you can look back at it and then you get a better perception of it.
Brilliant.
But yeah, all things like they're just doing some polishing on the underhang here.
Yep.
Lighting's all in.
Wow, that's very cool. And do you think you'll get away without the bar on the front?
No, I think I'm going to do it, only purely because, we can look at it and we can test it as best we can, but there's no substitute for 35 knots in a headwind.
Yeah.
And I'd just hate to see it have any problems.
Yeah.
Because you just have to go back on it. So I think for a nice centre brace, I think we're going to do just down the middle, which is quite commonplace on them, isn't it? It's not unheard of. So.
Yeah, and it's the kind of thing actually, and I've always found this with like windscreens and stuff, where you stand there like at a boat show and you go, oh, I don't know, that's blocking the view a bit, whatever else. And then when you're actually on the boat, you never notice it.
No, that's
because
it.
you're moving around, you're moving your head around, everything's moving.
And it's not like you're struggling for vision.
No.
So one sort of 2-inch pole or whatever it is down the middle is not going to make a big difference.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And we have electronics.
Yeah, so everything here is up and running. We've got all of our operating system here, which is all up and functioning.
Wow.
We've got both the 16-inch Garmin screens up and running. So we haven't configured them yet, but they're all functional, the VHF and everything. Got the nice ScanStrut phone charger, which is a nice feature. Got all the joystick control, throttles, bow thruster, trim tabs. So we are ready we could hit the button if we had some oil and water in the engines.
Wow. Okay, let's check out these seats then.
Yeah, so
because these are exciting.
Yeah, this was quite tricky because this has all just been made up you know, just as a, you know, complete guess really as to how they were going to work, whether they were going to be wide enough, whether the position was right, did we compromise too much here. But I think most of it we got right first time, and Pete, my upholsterer, is mega, and we've worked together for years, and I can pretty much give him anything and he makes it look fantastic.
Right.
You just got to bend his arm up his back a little bit and say you're doing it. But he's made a fantastic job of trimming them. We made all the carcasses and the headrests and stuff, and the rest was Pete's creative license, I suppose.
Brilliant.
The colour scheme I think works really well. We've got the hint of the red flash in them.
Yeah, the red piping here. And these are lift bolster by the look of it.
Yeah, go in and try it at the helm, see what you think.
Okay, have a look at that first. I would suggest that there's a little hint of Lamborghini in these seats.
Yeah.
Would that be fair?
Yeah, well we take inspiration from anywhere we can get it, I think.
That's fantastic. Right, so a little sit down. Can I sit on it? Is
Yeah.
it bolted in?
Yeah, I'll hold it because then there's a couple of screws in it. So
Yeah, that's
the
okay.
headrests have got to come further back. We've just got to adjust those a little bit further back.
Yeah.
And we were thinking about maybe a bar here to put your feet on when you're in that position.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
But then if you stand up and put the bolster, that was quite a nice.
Oh yeah, that works actually. That's better,
Yeah.
I think. But
Yeah.
you're right, the headrest needs to go back a bit.
Yeah, because it just gets
Sing
you
your
in the
back,
back.
in that.
Yeah. And what do you think? Do you want to do the brum brum noise?
Oh, of course, yeah. Yes, allow me.
Yeah, that's it. And don't forget to touch the throttles.
Oh, hang on then. Okay, brace yourself. I'm just going to go straight to flat out, all right?
Everybody that's tried it, it's the first thing they do. A little bit of wheel action, a
Yeah.
little bit of throttle and the noise.
Be really not to, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, that's it. You've got to get used to it, yeah.
Yeah, totally. I think I'm pretty much qualified to drive it now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, you do look good stood there actually in it.
Yeah, I look good generally,
Yeah,
so you know, I just lend myself to
It
things.
suits you. I think you've got your eyes match the colour of the boat.
Fantastic. And stuff going on inside?
Yeah, we've done quite a bit inside. We were trying to finish the cockpit area, but we ran into a few things that we were waiting on, so we've sort of switched to interior. Oh, there's another seat here. Pete's also made us some nice working covers,
Oh, that's a good idea.
which can be on or off, you know, even if the covers, the main tonneau cover's not on.
Yeah.
So we've managed to, so they were dead useful. And then in there, we've still maintained the cool box, which you lift. It's not fixed, but yeah, the cool box is accessed in there.
Okay, yeah,
So
brilliant.
we've still got that feature.
Yeah.
And the little glove box bit there,
Yeah,
which we've trimmed and put a little light in.
nice. Very nice.
Yeah, so then moving into the cabin.
Uh-huh. Shoes off inside?
Not quite yet, will be soon.
Excellent.
So again, we've done, Pete's been up working his magic on some
Oh,
cockpit
yeah.
seat, some of the saloon sofa here.
Yeah.
Most of the forward end now is done. There's just a couple of trims missing off of those overhead lockers, and a mattress which is being made at the minute. That's had all the seat bases made, which are in storage, and the kicker which goes on the front. Galley is sort of done at the top half but not the bottom. We're just waiting for a fridge to go in there. We've got a microwave in this cupboard,
Oh, brilliant.
and then in this one, in James Bond fashion, we have a coffee machine
Excellent.
with matching red and black cups. Which took me a while to find, but
It's all the details, isn't it?
yeah, that's it. So that's quite a nice feature, and that all runs off the inverter system.
Uh-huh.
So that will be free of shore power connection. New sink and the taps in there. The only big area we're sort of left to tackle, which I would say is probably the biggest area left, is the bathroom, which we've got a plan with. We've started on a few bits, but that's kind of the last mission really.
Yeah.
Electrical stuff in that cupboard is the last few tails have just been landed off just as we've been checking stuff, and there's some cupboard doors to go on there and a touchscreen panel for there. TV unit and everything's all in. We've got some nice blinds for there, and then finish the headliners, and that's pretty much, for a small space, we're not far off.
It feels really good, actually, and it feels, I don't know, it almost feels bigger. I think because it's kind of wider that way, because you're not taking the seating right the way around in a circle,
Yeah.
maybe. I don't know.
The biggest problem for me with it was the bed was just not long enough.
Yeah.
Because of that U-shaped seating area they put in.
Yeah.
And you had to kind of knock the tops off the cushions to be able to get that extra last bit of length that you needed.
Right.
Otherwise, you tend to sleep kind of in the fetal position. It just wakes you up all the time. So that for me has been a big improvement to have that bed.
Yeah.
And you can still sort of lounge on here and watch the telly, and then also if you wanted to watch the telly in bed, I think we saw on one of them that pulls across so that you can view it in bed.
Yeah.
And then in behind there we put both of the amps for the Sonos system, the server, the router, and a few of the electrical connections. So that's a nice touch as well.
That's amazing.
Yeah, really pleased with that. And in here, you know, they've patterned all the carpets already, so this will come together really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's looking good. No, really pleased.
I remember when we used to do, when I was selling Princess boats, we go down and do factory visits with the owners.
Yeah.
And we'd go down sometimes like about 3 weeks before the boat's finished. And every time that failed, I'd think, I'm never going to do this in 3 weeks. My God, look at it.
Yeah.
And every time it would come out. And I think that last sort of 10% looks so much worse than it actually is. So to the untrained eye, you look at it and think, my God, that's just in bits.
Yeah.
But actually, it's already, the bits are there and it's just already stuck together.
Yeah, that's it. And like when you're working on it, you do go and sort of take the carpets up, you take the cushions up, and it looks like you've destroyed it.
Yeah.
But within 10 minutes, they're all back down and it looks pristine again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this is much the same. You know, as soon as we clear out of our gear and we start laying in the finishy bits, it will take shape.
It's amazing.
Really pleased with it so far.
Yep. Yep. I like the little bits of lighting under the cupboards up there in the bow.
Yeah, we've got ambient lighting, which is all the low level, and then we've got the main strips through the front. Yeah. And then we've sort of followed the shape of the hatch with the lights, which is quite a nice detail.
Yes.
Changed the headliner direction at the front to a diagonal, and then so there's lots of detail changes that you tend to, when you're in that area, you go, ooh, sorry. Very important person trying to get me.
They can wait.
Yeah, so it's kind of, really, I'm sort of pleased with how it's taken shape. There's a lot of storage in behind there, which used to be traditionally on these a porthole.
Right, of course,
obviously, because we did away with that, we've gained all that storage, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's spectacular. Yeah, really, really good. Really, it's come on so much. I know I say every time I visit, it's just hard to sort of believe what it was.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when we first saw it, and there was all puddles in here, and it was all green.
Yeah, totally. And it does feel, which I know was very much your ambition, it feels like a new boat. It doesn't feel like 100%. A done-up second-hand boat. It feels like a brand new. We could be in a yard of a boat manufacturer here, being shown a new prototype or something.
Yeah, definitely.
In build, and it would feel and look like this.
Yeah, and I've tried to, admiring the Sunseeker product. I've sort of looked at their boats and tried to emulate little pieces of it into this to try and keep it looking like if they were going to do something like this. Yeah. Try and think how they would do it. With their history and their craftsmanship, and you kind of use that all the time as a bit of motivation, and kind of look at what they've done, and we've just done, I hope, a smaller version of it. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Totally. Yeah, and I like the tech on the boat. I love all that sort of stuff personally, and I think it's the way boats are going now. So all of that sort of stuff is sort of bang on trend as if it was a new boat. Yeah. But ultimately, for me, that is what this is, because there is nothing in here that is from the old boat.
No, totally. It's just the hull and deck, isn't it?
Yeah.
Basically, that's it.
Yeah, and we've the whole shape is so good. You could pull it off as a new boat. Yeah. It's not a dated looking shape in any way. No. It's hard to make a boat that's sleek and sporty looking look much different to this without adding more sort of sharp bits or curvy bits. Yeah. Whereas this boat has got it anyway. So.
Yeah, for sure.
No, very pleased.
Awesome. Should we have a look at the deck?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting old. Oh.
All the knees, is it?
No, poor old chap.
The operating system, which I was talking about, that's all functioning. So that gives you an overview of the boat. So someone's put a picture of a donkey in a boat and said, well, that'll be fitting for you, Rich.
Brilliant.
So that'll have the image of the boat. So when the boat's launched and we've got a really nice shot of it, that'll sit on that home screen as the boat.
Yeah, I think you should keep the donkey.
Yeah. And then we've got Helm Station, which is obviously where we are. Right. So that would, you touch that page, that gives you everything to operate the boat. So all your docking lights, nav lights, all your electronic battery switching, bilge pumps, anchor, windlass, trim tabs, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And then if you go to the cabin, that gives us control of the lighting and stuff in the cabin. We've got tank levels, electrical equipment, which gives us our battery. So that's our cabin page. So again, just different lighting, the heating, the temperatures, and then just gives us some information about we're connected to the network, and we've got shore power plugged in. And then we've got things like the electrical equipment page. So that gives us all of our DC values here, our state of charge, our voltage, the current we're drawing, and then in the middle gives us all of our AC, so our voltage, our consumption, and then battery levels, charger and inverter, selective shore power input limits, and shore power plugged in notification.
Unbelievable.
And then also it is a web browser, so you can launch a web page. We haven't got any internet connection at the minute, but that is your web browser there, so we could just go on YouTube, search Aquaholic, see a picture of you.
Hey, what do you want from life, really?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Or even watch a movie on Netflix. Yeah, so let me show you the side deck. Let's get rid of that little bit of paper. It is a little bit dusty up there, so if you go that way,
okay.
Way.
So this is the top of the hard top.
Yeah, which is, we put some handrails on here, so if you're walking down the side decks, which is, because they're quite narrow.
Yeah, that's a really nice idea, actually.
It gives you that extra bit of hand holding.
Yep.
The cable on the deck here is a Wi-Fi aerial we've put on the roof of the workshop so that we can get Wi-Fi in the boat to get everything set up.
Okay.
We can't get it in a tin shed.
Right.
It's got a cable that runs through into our router so that we can have the internet connection.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so looking back at it from this angle, I was sort of up here the other day and sort of having a quick look at the T-top and what it looks like, and I think I saw a different perspective and thought, ooh, yeah, very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that works, doesn't it? That does work. That's going to be amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got a little solar panel in the middle just for a bit of maintenance charge. And then pretty much all of this is done with all the new windlasses in. We just got some anchor chain and an anchor to go on up here and a bit of a clean down and a polish up.
Yeah.
The screens, we've got this last one to do. And we've tinted the screens so they're a lot darker than they were originally.
Oh, okay, I wondered about that. Yeah.
Yeah, which gives it a nicer look because it's black and red theme. We tinted those, which looks quite nice.
Yeah.
And we've also done away with the windscreen rubbers that these boats used to have, you know, the push-in rubbers.
Yeah.
So we've just done a bonded screen, so we haven't got any of those rubbers, which looks a lot sharper and not have to have all the windscreen rubbers.
Yeah, sure.
That looks good. So we've just got those two to finish at the front and then put the top of the screen round, and that's that bit closed off. So really good now, all these areas you can actually work on an area and complete it and sign it off. So we are getting close to a finish date, definitely. Well, more so than I've ever thought. Brilliant.
Yeah. So timescale?
I'm still hoping for the April launch date.
Yep.
And I can see now that we're not a million miles off, so I'm still hoping we can get that. But if we have things like a bit of a bad weather window and stuff, I'm not going to rush to put it in if we're looking at a bad spell of weather.
No, so of course. No,
April time was always the launch date, and as long as we can get close to that. But then if the sun comes out April and we have an early summer, I'll be working through the night to get it in.
Fantastic. And then what's the plan? You're going to run it for a year? Going to put it up for sale? What are you going to do with it?
Yeah, I've had lots of interest to buy it, and quite a few offers to buy it. But I really, because we've done so much to it, I 100% want to put it in, and I want to use it, and I want to see how it operates. I want to snag it, you know, all the tech I want to see working nicely and enjoy some of that. And then, yeah, it will go to a new home to the right person.
Wow.
And I would like to do another one. We've done so much stuff with the T-top, and the helm and all the sort of moulds we made.
Yeah.
They were kind of all part of this boat. We never did it just to basically, you know, build boats. We just did it because it needed to be on this boat, and I wanted to make the best boat I could. But it does seem a shame that we've got all this and that we wouldn't do another one.
For sure.
Yeah, so it's because we've sort of documented everything, and you know, with the use of the CNC equipment, we've filed everything cabinet-wise. So for us to reproduce one, it would be easier than doing the last one. And you learn so much, and you can kind of steam into areas now with a foresight rather than a learning process, which is always good as well.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Remarkable. Wow.
Thank you.
It's it amazes me every time I come and see it, and yeah, it does feel like, as you rightly say, it feels like you're on the last lap now, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. There's nothing better than, I mean, I put the upholstery in mainly because you were coming, but you know, when you do that sort of stuff, that really does sort of symbolise you're getting close to the end once you're fitting up upholstery.
Yeah, totally. Brilliant. Okay, well, that's been super interesting as ever.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very, very much. Let us know what you think of Richard's progress, but I'm sure it'll be with me. It's an impressive job, and we'll look forward to coming back. I guess the next time we see it.
Yeah, I think we should do another build one.
Right.
Just towards the end.
Yeah.
And then we'll be looking at getting out of here. Which,
we might come and film that.
Yeah, will be a video in itself, and then we've got the launch, and then we've got the sea trial and the testing, and then the sort of final gin and tonics aboard, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, crack open the champagne.
Yeah, definitely. It'd be nice to take you around to Dartmouth on it for a run. It's a good, easy destination. We can reach the shore from most parts.
Within swimming distance.
Yeah,
that's confidence.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. Well, there we go. Let me know what you think, and we will look forward to catching up with Richard's adventures on this fine ship again sometime soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.
Bye.